And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson out there with John Collins. Then there's Santi Aldama. Then it's Williams. And it's Pippen in at the one. I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, B.A. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Philadelphia. Pippen outside. Fires from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ja Morant.
And currently, he's in the zone. A tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 games look a lot different from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Philadelphia leading by 10. Pass to the captain. Here's the three. On target from range. The captain's got 14.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Pippen. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Collins outside. Pass to Aldama. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Collins with a screen on Simmons. Pippen, pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's the captain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
So Memphis calls timeout, their first. Memphis making a switch here. Morant's checked in. A group of teams that love to run. The NBA leaders in fast break scoring. The 76ers in second. Number 5, Memphis.
I'll tell you what, the breakneck pace both of these teams like to play at is a fun thing to watch. Neither squad wastes any time getting out in transition and looking to score.
Now here's Pippen. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Jackson. The captain with a rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And Oubre gets it to go.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Morant, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Pass to Collins. Outside for Morant. 6 to shoot. And again, Memphis no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's the captain. It's rebounded by Memphis. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
Memphis needs to get off a shot. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Oubre's got 5.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Count that bucket. He's got 10.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Stolen by Collins. It's stolen by Drummond. Beyond the arc. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Moran. Here's Collins. His first shot coming late. Good on the bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Philadelphia leading by 20. Here's the captain. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside Moran. Pass to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Collins so active around the rim.
Now here's Oubre. To the left side wing. The 3 from Edgecombe. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Philadelphia. A huge 24-point lead for them. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Duell, how do you evaluate your performance so far?
I think defensively I'm doing pretty good. Offensively, I still got to work on a lot of stuff. But it's going well. I just got to calm down, slow down, let the game come to me, and we'll be all good.
With patience, it'll be all good. Thanks, Duell.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, they have guys popping off the bench, putting up numbers. That's their real advantage.
Yeah, nothing secondary about this second unit. See what I did there? And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's George. And it's the captain in at the 4-man position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Moran on the take. And it's blocked by Embiid.
You can see why Embiid owns the inside. He's just so physical.
And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run. He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Jackson. It's deflected. going for the lob. Stolen by Jackson.
Philadelphia foul.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
First team foul. Timeout called for Memphis. And that has been that applause for your Sixers youth and team. Let's hear it.
And here are the top three-point shooters in the NBA. Number 1, Kelly Oubre. In the third spot, Paul George.
And the way both of these guys open up the floor with their long-range shooting, you just can't afford to give them any airspace from deep.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
Here's Maxey. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Allie.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off switch. He plays with intensity.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's the captain. He's got 34. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
Here's Morant. Shot blocked. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis.
Santi Aldama.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Morant. Got it from about 16 feet. Morant's got 6.
Yeah, look, Morant knows he can always find space for that jumper because defenders are always playing the drive.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
The 76ers have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. The captain, that's good.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And that one's good. Morant.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to the captain. The 3 is up. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Aldama outside. From deep, Morant. Joel Embiid with the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Kicks it to George. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
To the inside. Pass to Edey. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Edey's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, Edey has a big presence in the paint. I like what he did there.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Moran against Maxey. Aldama outside. The three, rejected by George.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
He drops it from range.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Here's Moran. No good. Tight defense there. Bothered that shot. And so it's Philadelphia building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Sensi Aldama out there with John Collins. Then it's G.G. Jackson. Then it's Scottie Pippen. And it's Jackson in at the center position, locking down the middle. And Philadelphia calls time here. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's the captain. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 4 assists in the game. And the Grizzlies shooting it well. Almost 50% for the floor. Now here's Pippen. Tightly guarded. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Jackson. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars. If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Takes a 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Aldama outside. Pass to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Then Simmons grabs the board. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Watford outside. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's the captain. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. The captain's got 57 points. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Jackson left side. Back to Pippen. Aldama outside from the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
A slender big man with a nice shooting touch. Aldama is one of those guys who seems to get steadily better each season.
And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's the captain, defended by Jackson. Oubre, a screen on Jackson. And again, 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Edey with a screen on Lowry. Morant into the lane. Aldama outside. There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Aldama's got 4 points this quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's been a phenomenal year for them. They play with so much confidence night in, night out. This notches another huge win, 65 in total.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the captain.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stops first.
The captain, that's good.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And he drops it first.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
It's both from the stripe. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. Lowry, the pass to the captain. And there's the screen. Lets the three fly. And it's good. He hits another one.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Morant looking for an opening. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And time to present our player of the game.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. The captain out there with Embiid, and it's George in at the 3. Now, here's Cunningham. Here's Harris. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And the 76ers with possession. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And that one's good, Maxey.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Fades back, and the shot goes in.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
To the inside. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
George finds Embiid. Shoots over Duran, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Ivy, Thompson for the triple. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here's Cunningham after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Back to Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the 76ers with some changes. Jared McCain's checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. Here's the captain. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Duran with the screen on McCain. Ivy against McCain. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And I understand that people might not realize this, but he's 6'7". You cannot forget about his bounce because he's got some.
Here's the captain. Basket counts. The captain's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham, reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
The captain with the bucket.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Thompson, a screen on Lowry. Here's Cunningham. That's tipped. Philadelphia leading by 8. The captain passes to George. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. McCain against Ivy. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Then for the 76ers, Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Oubre comes in for George. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Releases. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play. Got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 11. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Holland is out there with Paul Reed. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Vincent in at the shooting guard position. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sidelines.
Thank you. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. He's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Vincent misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Different look here for Detroit. Tobias Harris has checked in for Paul Reed. Asar Thompson comes in for Gabe Vincent. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bonus checked in. The captain comes in for Maxey. Edwards, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Jared McCain. Pistons trail by 16. Pass to Holland. To the paint. Here's Harris. Count it. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's the captain. The 76ers, another three. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
It's Edwards on the wing. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Thompson kicks to Holland. No good on the triple.
2 minutes remaining in the
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A different look here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Holland, and Ivy subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Cunningham looking it over. 6 to shoot. Over Lowry. Cunningham's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 18. Here's Tarlock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Cunningham finds Duren. And here's Ivy. Here he goes. And off the glass. That one's good. Ivy's got his first bucket of the night.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
Whoa, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Lets it go from 14. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Here's Edgecombe. And that one is stuffed right through.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Cunningham's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The captain, no good. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Ivy. Detroit, no good that time either. Here's the captain. He's covered by Thompson. 3-pointer by Embiid. Good on the 3-point shot. Embiid's got 9 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. 76ers on top, delivering the blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Look at Detroit. They played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the 76ers.
The ball has energy tonight, Shaq. I mean, they're looking for each other out there. They're finding scorers in their right spots.
Doot-doot. Doot-doot. You guys hear that? Doot-doot.
What's that?
That's the heart of their game, beating strong out there. Doot-doot. Doot-doot.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Embiid's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. And so in the game for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey in Edgecombe. The captain out there with Paul George, and it's Embiid in its center.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
The captain with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And they double up Embiid. Plays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got 11 points.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
Baseline jumper. Rebound by the 76ers. The captain passes to Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Duren. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this. And Philadelphia calls time here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Cleveland. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. The shot by Ivy, no good.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
George passes to the captain. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's now 29 points for the captain.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Ivy.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And he can't stop the run as he misses. Puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
A moment now to check out some numbers for Cade Cunningham.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Thompson against George. Harris passes to Ivy. Now here's Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. With the fadeaway. And that one drops for him. Cunningham's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Sixers.
Over to the wing. The 3 from George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Maxey against Cunningham. Pass to Thompson from outside the arc. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Edgecombe. And it's off from three-point range. For 3, Harris. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
76ers moving the ball around. From deep, Maxey. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And the 76ers call time here. Different look here for the Pistons. Quinman's checked in. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. Robinson's checked in for Thompson. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bona's checked in. Edwards comes in for George. Jared McCain's checked in for Edgecombe. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Maxey. Pass to Holland, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson.
There's one for the lowlight. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Reedy's checked in for Detroit. Cunningham comes in for Jaden Ivey. Back to Lowry. Off target from three-point range. The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Sasser. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lowry inside the line. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And so it's Philadelphia enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. And the 76ers call time here. Here's Lowry. Holland is out there with Robinson. Then there's Paul Reed. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Cunningham in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Reed, a screen on Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham against McCain. Cunningham's shot is off. The 76ers shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Lowry passes to the captain. For 3, Oubre. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Cunningham. It's deflected. Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I was.
Here's Tarlock. And good! He hits it again.
That will do it. 40 points for him, and he's pulled even.
And to think, GA, at the start of the year, we'd see someone match the record for most 40-point games? Simply spectacular.
And to tie the mark of 63 games of 40 or more, it is just awe-inducing. To score 40 or more in over 3/4 of the NBA season is something that players don't even dream of. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Robinson against Oubre. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And there's another one for the Pistons. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. There's the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Pass to Sasser. And they call an illegal screen here. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
We'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, the captain.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Pass to Duran. Now, here's Ivy. He's guarded by Grimes. And then Ivy with the jab.
So explosive. Get used to seeing a lot of that from Ivy. Wow.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And the 76ers call time here. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. And Philadelphia making a change here. Watford's checked in. 76ers have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Here's Tarlock. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. The captain's got 53.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the captain.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Pass to Duran. Plays it up off the glass.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Harris's shot is off. Here's the captain. It's good.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean,
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them. What are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
Well, you do have the ability to dominate every single night. Good luck moving forward.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the captain.
Coming up next, the 76ers taking on the Nets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the best win percentage in the association. They've got talent, they've got coaching, they've got everything you need to compete for a title. Nets, Sixers, coming up next, right after this. Welcome everyone to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA this Saturday afternoon with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Philadelphia, final stretch of the season, they've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up. And of course, Brooklyn, they're a ways down in the standings. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Porter Jr. is the 4 with Claxton at the 5. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. And it's Mann in at the 3. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Paul George. And it's the captain in at the power forward position. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Here's Thomas. There's the block. Stolen. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Outside man. Pass to Porter. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. The captain's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Thomas for 3. Joel Embiid with the board.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Now here's Mann. George defending. Pass to Dimon. He shoots a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
George with the bucket.
Yeah, very efficient, Paul George is a finisher in the painted area.
The Nets have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Thomas outside. High arcing shot. Here's Claxton. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Well, the defense has got to find a way to keep Claxton off the backboards because this is just a mental mistake, letting him get to that board.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, B.A. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this. more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. McCain's checked in for the Sixers.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Pass to man. And here's Porter.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot clock at 6. Back to man. The Nets need to get off a shot here. For 3, Dimon. The shot comes out. Philadelphia leading by 4. Now here's Maxey. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Thomas misses.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
George, good.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Timeout called, the Nets. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Oubre comes in for George. And in the second half of the season, these shooting guards have really distinguished themselves with their scoring ability. Cam Thomas is second.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
Now here's Johnson. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Wilson. Tipped.
Well, you think about this guy as a 3-and-D guy, but Oubre showing why he earned that label. How about that effort on the defensive end?
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Porter, following the score by Philadelphia. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to the captain. And here's Oubre from the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
McCain against Thomas. From deep. Not going to go that time. And so it's Philadelphia liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. A comfortable margin for the 76ers here, guys.
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Johnson, and it's Whitehead in at the 2.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Wilson. Wolf passes to Wilson. From deep, Johnson. Rebound by Philadelphia. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Philadelphia leading by 18. Pass to the captain. Knocks it down from distance. The captain's got 11 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And here's Johnson. Here's Wolf. Fires the three. The shot, no good.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And it's Simmons missing. Nets trail by 21. Outside Johnson. Oh, Simmons with the block. And they get it back.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Saraf. Simmons defending. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. And here's a look at some numbers for Terrence Mann.
The way he shot the ball in these last 5 games has been tremendous. His field goal percentage has been on the rise, and he's showing zero indications that he's going to slow down anytime soon.
And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding grade.
Yeah, B.A. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
Brooklyn calls timeout. Brooklyn making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. The Sixers third.
This is a squad that understands the importance of being unselfish and moving the ball. You love to watch smart basketball like that.
Here's Dimon. Simmons defending. To halt the run. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3-ball. Sinks it from distance. The captain's got 19 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Claxton passes to Porter. Rebound by Philadelphia. The captain's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 76ers have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal is to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Guys, back to you.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Oubre comes in for Edwards. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Lowry in for Simmons. And a change for the Nets. Thomas is checked in. Here's Dimon, following that last 3-pointer by Philadelphia. They set the screen. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Oubre.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now here's Thomas. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game.
He's so frustrated. He hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Hey, I'd keep feeding him every trip. He's been on fire this quarter.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. For 3, Dimon. And then Porter with the dunk.
You'd love to see Porter Jr. do this more, using his height to rescue the possession.
Pass to Edgecombe. Let's go with a 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside Porter. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the captain. Releases. Lowry, good.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Now here's Thomas. No points so far. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing man, 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Sixers on top, delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Brooklyn Nets.
They've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Philadelphia has possession. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's the captain in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. And stolen by Claxton. Porter with it. Picked up by Embiid. Here's Thomas. Outside Porter. Embiid with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
And the Nets with possession here. Robbed. Pass to the captain. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. The captain's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Dimon. Maxey covering. Porter from outside. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to George. Philadelphia moving it around. Outside Maxey. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Maxey's got 6.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Claxton. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's the captain. And down it goes. 2 points. The captain's got 31.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Now here's Mann. Looking to end the run. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Joel Embiid.
Now, the first thing that strikes you as a player with Nick Claxton is how easily this guy gets off the floor. Vertical threat on the offensive end and an excellent rim protector on the defensive end.
In today's game, it seems like running a good offense can come down to getting favorable switches doors.
It does, B.A. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them. Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Porter with the steal. Down low. And it's Dimon missing.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
George for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Give him 8.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
An open look for Porter. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Maxey, that's good.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Porter. The three. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's the captain. 4-3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Claxton. Thomas up top. Still without a bucket. And the layup is good.
You just can't let Cam Thomas get that kind of position. It's playing with fire. He's got such a knack to score it.
Maxey on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long chain. Maxey's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Dimon, no good off the back of the rim. And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Thomas up top, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. Outside Maxey. And he goes in for the dunk.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Brooklyn has possession. On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Michael Porter, and it's Whitehead in a 2-guard. Johnson against Lowry. Johnson passes to Porter. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
The 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Porter's gone 1 for 3 from deep tonight. Here's the captain. Another bucket. Wow.
And you had a feeling he might do it tonight. 40 points, and the record is now his.
The most 40-point games in a single season. An incredible, historic year from him.
Yeah, and in 1962, Wilt set this record. I'll tell you what, I never thought it would be broken, but I didn't reckon on a season like this.
Philadelphia on D. Here's Wolf. The shot, no good. It's Grimes on the wing. From the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Grimes can be hot and cold, but boy, he gets that bucket down from 3.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Maxey against Johnson. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. The captain, that's good.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
On the wing, Porter. Back to Johnson. To end the run. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Here's the captain. And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Johnson against Maxey. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Wilson. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The captain's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. From outside the arc, and got it! Another basket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And that one's good. Wilson.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's the captain. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in. Feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Outside Porter from deep three-point land. The shot no good. For Philadelphia, they've gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the fourth. Here's the captain. Fires in the triple. The captain's got 57 points.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And add another one to the books for them. They've been on cruise control all year long, and now they've just won their 67th game this year.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the captain.
Boy, you felt his impact all over the game tonight. A triple-double, outstanding.
Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Maxey against Johnson. On the wing, Porter fires for 3. And Grimes pulls it down.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
The kick out to Maxey. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Connects from downtown.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the next, Whitehead taking 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Here's Maxey. Outside McCain. Pass to Maxey. And here's Drummond. Inside. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this
A matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Tamani, come on. Oh, what a play!
And when you have the ball around Edgecombe, you have to be aware of VJ. He's looking to get steals.
Pass to Sharp. Left side, Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. They're coming off. Deliver the hammer!
What a finish! What a vicious throwdown. You get there late, you get your feelings hurt.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about defending Damian Lillard, the future Hall of Fame point guard. Coach remarked, Dame's been doing this a long time. He scored a lot of points. He knows how to beat any defense. From our end, it becomes about effort, making Lillard work for every point he gets. Kevin?
And Allie, thanks so much. And he's good on the three ball.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
Lillard looking around. Fires from way outside. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers have gotten their first three shots to go in for them to start off this game. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number one, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for two.
And with how well Lillard shoots it from deep, that mid-range, Jay, is normally going to be open.
Here's Turlock. Oh, what a slam!
Clean that up!
And the double clutch jam. Wows the crowd. Woo. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the night here. Kyle Lowry. He's checked in for Philadelphia.
At the line for one.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lillard against Lowry. And it's Lillard again missing. The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to the captain. Fader on the way. 2 points. That one goes. Embiid's got 7 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. We take a look at the 76ers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And I think for the 76ers, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite, and they have not disappointed.
Here's George. Pass to Embiid. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yeah, and that made it difficult to stay connected to their shooting. Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
And Jim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
Yep, it counts.
Oh, making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. the 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Kelly Oubre comes in for George. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Maxey. And Simmons subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Klingon comes in for Avdia. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Jamani Kamara. The captain with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Klingon. 36 seconds left in the first. Down low. And it's Klingon with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing here by 8. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
No good there. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. 76ers on top, up by 10. And we'll be back with you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Oubre out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Lowry in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Timeout. Thank you, Kevin. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Guys, back to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And some changes here for the 76ers. Bonus checked in, and the captain subbed in for Ben Simmons. The 76ers leading by 10. In the corner, it's Oubre. Here's Tarlock. A three-pointer is right on target. The captain's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Gordon, the pass to Maxey. Thibault with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up for three. Henderson. It's hauled in by Gordon. Philadelphia has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look now for Portland. Avdia's checked in for Murray. Jamani Kamara comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Lillard subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. The 76ers leading by 16. The shot by Lillard wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 5.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
The captain with the bucket.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Henderson. Puts up a 3. And it's Lillard again missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Monday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Robert Williams is checked in for Portland.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Tim, how do you look at Obvious game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
The captain with the bucket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And it goes down 2 points. Henderson's got his first points of the game. Philadelphia leading by 18. Here's Turlock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Simmons checked in for Jared McCain. And it's Edwards in for Edgecombe. Sharps checked in for Portland. Here's Lillard. And Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Count it.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside, Avdia. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He was all alone on that one. Sharp's got 9.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Beyond the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Lillard. Outside, Avdia. Takes the 3. He can't get that one to fall. From deep, Maxey. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Philadelphia in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first...
You know, for Philadelphia, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the...
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Portland Trailblazers.
What they're doing tonight doesn't...
That is more than enough of a...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
On the floor for Portland. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Avdia out there with Tamani Kamara. And it's Williams at the center filling out the middle. Sharp, that's good.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Maxey passes to the captain. Into the left. Put it down hard.
Watch out below. Woo.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Sharp on the wing. He's got 11, and they pick up 2. Sharp's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Pass to the captain. By 76ers, another 3.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Damian Lillard talked about what it would mean to his legacy to win a title. He said, my body of work does speak for itself. I don't think I have to prove it to anybody. It's more for myself, honestly. And I just want to be like, yeah, I've done all these things, but I want a championship too. Kevin, back to you.
Chasing that ring. Okay, Allie, thanks. Now, here's Sharp. Tight defense on him. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid with it. 9 points in the game so far. Inside, Tarlock connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making the GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Sharp. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. To end the drought, it's hauled in by George.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now, here's Sharp. Guarded closer. Chalk up 2 there.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to the captain. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Lillard from outside. That shot, no good.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And there's the drive.
An exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
Tarlock knocks down the 3-ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside, Avdia. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Offline with his 3. Maxey on the wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The captain, no good. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Lillard misses.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Sinks the triple. 69 points for the captain.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And so it's Philadelphia, able to put on a show for the ages. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lowry out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Oubre. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Grant for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Timeout called the 76ers. And Jared McCain's rookie season, Tim, cut short by a meniscus tear in his left knee.
And before the injury, he was the favorite to win Rookie of the Year, Kevin. So he's looking to pick up where he left off and continuing that promising trajectory.
Some changes for Philadelphia. The captain's checked in for Kelly Oubre. Edwards comes in for Jared McCain. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Tarlock. And another one!
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Here's Tarlock. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. In the corner, Murray with it. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Williams, he's checked in for Murray. Lillard left side. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
From deep, they grab their own miss. Simmons against Grant. Three-pointer gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that is a shot Grant has spent lots of time on working over the years, and you see the results right there.
Fires for three, and another assist.
And that last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. How about the night he's having?
He's been on time and pinpoint with this passing all game long. Fantastic performance to tie the franchise record.
And Klingon uses his size well and just bullies his way through the defense.
Pass to the captain. Lets it go from deep. And again, another assist.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision both to find his teammates and to reach new heights. No good from Grant.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
The captain with the bucket.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Williams finds Grant. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The captain's got 6 rebounds in the game. Maxey in the corner. Here's Turlock. And another one full.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Here's Lillard. Up and in on the layup.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and it'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that.
And again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Here's Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Here's a Philadelphia. Good, that's another bucket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the first one drops.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world. But, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
5-second differential between the... Another one goes. Incredible.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night. Over in the corner, Avdia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Turlock. And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, the captain.